Hello and welcome to the second devlog for Project Haven, an indie tactical turn-based RPG. And today we're going to talk about a new game mechanic, the interrupt. Okay, let's jump into it then. So in this situation I have Fang in the doorway here and he's seeing two enemies and they are already alerted to my presence. There's a civilian here also, which poses a different challenge. And what I could do in this situation is try and take a shot. But as you can see, I'll probably hit the civilian. I could try and take an aim shot, but Fang doesn't have enough action points remaining to do that. So what I could do is try and shoot off to the side like this, so I can only hit the two enemies. However, this is not really a great shot. They're pretty much covered by this counter and it just wouldn't do too much damage. Right, so instead what we're gonna do is use Scarlet here, who's in the back of the store here, and I could go up to this window, peek out of it, and then shoot them. However, it's unlikely that I would be able to kill both of them in a single turn, and this will leave her super exposed to the remaining enemy, and you know, that's pretty risky. So instead, what we're gonna do is try and use our interrupt. So what is an interrupt? An interrupt, as the name kind of implies, it's a way to interrupt your enemy's turn. Basically, we have this interrupt cone. If I mouse over Scarlet here, if I press the shortcut key, you can see this cone, and this is our interrupt cone. If any enemy moves into this cone, we will trigger an interrupt. And this works similar to some other turn-based games where you have the Overwatch mechanic. However, the difference is that the interrupts in Project Haven, they are not an active ability. It's not something that you activate and then you are in Overwatch mode. Instead, the way it works is you have some requirements for your interrupt to trigger. And actually the cone is in yellow, signifying that I am not meeting those requirements, so no interrupt will be triggered if anyone moves in here. And if I actually zoom into Scarlet here, you can see that she has her weapon down, so she's not actually ready to fire. And that's one of the requirements of the interrupts, is you need to be ready to fire. And as you can see in the UI here, it also says not ready. The other requirement is that you are actually able to fire your weapon, so that means that you need to leave enough points at the end of your turn to be able to fire your weapon so that you can trigger an interrupt, because essentially interrupt works like a reaction fire. So if you can't fire it, or if you don't have enough bullets in your weapon, or you just don't have enough points, you will not trigger an interrupt. So we'll click on our weapon here to ready it, and now as you can see, it turned the interrupt cone blue, which signifies that we are now ready to interrupt in case anyone moves in here. You don't need to activate anything. This is as long as your weapon is ready and you have enough action points, you will be able to interrupt anyone. So let's end the turn here and let's see what the enemy does. So they took a shot at Fang there, and there we go. They jumped out the window and we got an interrupt. So as I mentioned, the only thing that you can do while in an interrupt is fire. So you can do an aim shot or just a regular shot. And we'll try that because this is pretty close, so should be able to hit him. There we go. And since we actually left so many action points at the end of the turn, we got a pretty long interrupt here, and we're gonna be able to shoot him 3 times. And this one missed, but that's okay. It took half his life, so we are good there. All right. As soon as we leave the aiming view, the enemy is back on his turn, and there you go. And that's it for today's devlog. If you'd like to see more, we also uploaded a Twitch stream recap where we had a multiplayer skirmish test match, and we talked quite a bit about the game and the game mechanics. If you'd like to support us, make sure to follow us on our social media, hit the like button and subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.